guys, Dangerous Thing here. Welcome to my channel and welcome and thank you to all of you guys that came by and subscribed after Nick from Nick at Night gave my channel a lovely and kind shout out on his huge and amazing and wonderful YouTube community channel. So thank you to all of you who've subscribed and thank you for all the kind words that you've shared with me since then. I could not have been more happier and more pleased to have you guys on board. So I am jumping in today into another Mega Crab event, and what I did in the first video, I got through stages 1 to 10, I think, or maybe 9, and then what I did is I got all the loot and upgraded one of my landing crafts to level 17. So I think the plan from here on is to do these kind of in stages, so I get enough loot for the next upgrade and I stop, and then once that upgrade is over, I do another push. Now, it would be really amazing to know how often the Mega Crab is going to happen. I don't think Supercell has came up with an answer just yet. So as soon as they do have an answer, I think I will share with you a little bit more about my Mega Crab push strategy. And until then, we're just gonna have to, you know, do it one day at a time. So let's jump into another Mega Crab push and see how far I can get through. And of course, how soon I'll have enough for the next upgrade. Don't go anywhere. Alright you guys, so let's take a look at Mega Crab Stage 11, which by the way, I finished playing before I turned on record button on my Mac because, you know, guilty as charged, I do it all the time. I get so carried away and so into it that sometimes I forget to record. But here's the replay of how Stage 11 went down. I'm going to show you really quickly. So basically, I used a ton of my artillery shots and barrages to clear up a few of the defenses, you know, that were right you know, in the immediate vicinity that would hit up my grenadiers. And if you remember the first video, I actually opened up Mega Crab event with grenadiers, and I continue, you know, I continued to use grenadiers until stage 11. So at this point, basically, I got them close to the HQ, and you know, they were getting hit up by the boom, by the mortar and by the mortar on the left and mortar on the right. And in case you're going to ask me why sometimes I say mortar and sometimes I say mortar, it's just, you know, that's just how it is. I go back and forth between my American and English British accent. So basically, I kind of, you know, ran out of time here, and also was starting to run out of my grenadiers because they were continuously being hit up by the mortar. So I basically retrieved. I went back home. I I trained my Zookas and Heavies because at this point I could just like walk them straight down the runway and put them up right there by the HQ and, you know, barrage it, and yeah, and just like that they took it down super quickly. So I basically did a combo of medics and grenadiers in the first try, and then Zookas and Heavies for the second try. But for the remaining couple of stages, I think I'm going to stick to my favorite combo. So let's jump in and let's do Mega Crab Stage 12. Okay, so first of all, let's use an artillery shot or barrage. I usually confuse the two. Let's use a barrage and take out the cluster of the sniper towers right as we gonna approach them. Basically, it'll be really nice to just not have to deal with them. They have really good range, and of course can start heading up my Zookas. Really was hoping that the last sniper tower was also gonna go down with the artillery shot, but it didn't. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and deploy my troops, and they of course gonna go and free up the critters first. And then the critters are gonna run up towards the mortars, clear up a few of the boom mines, which is really useful. I actually find that when I look back and I rewatched a few of the previous attacks on Mega Crab, I realized that the critter boxes, or you know, whatever the building is called with critters, are located in such a way that if you open them up, they really help you to diverge the heat from your troops for at least first couple of seconds, because obviously they don't last long time. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw another box of critters right here so I can, you know, deploy all of the shock mines, and my heavies definitely got a heat of it a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and flare them up to the corner over here, and that'll help me to get them healed up. Open up the critter boxes next, and then I'm gonna go from the left flank. So I don't know if this is gonna end up being like a two-stage attack on stage 12 or not, but I'm hoping that it won't have to be a two-stage attack. Yeah, I actually don't think so, because if I reflare my troops, I should be able to then use my gunboat energy to shock these sniper towers. But I don't know. I don't know if the gunboat energy would have really been a good decision for me, because I wouldn't have anything left for the med kit. So I kind of, made a last minute decision there to use critters and then med kit, so I can heal off my Zukas so they can rain down the Mega Crab stage 12. Okay, so that wasn't all too bad. And did you see right there, like, the Mega Crab? Oh my god, that's so cute. Look at that. The critter boxes exploded and critters just sort of jumped out. That was really adorable. I'm gonna zoom in on this once I'm done recording. That was really adorable. Stage clear, free attack. There's no way you can beat me, so why don't you stop trying? I don't know, because that's not how Russians go. Instead, my Russian inside me tells me that I should go in and spy on your Mega Crab stage 13. So let's go ahead and take a quick spine look and see what Mega Stage Crab 13 has in store for me. Okay, so one of the first things that I'm spying is, of course, that shock launcher with a whole lot of health. We're talking 17,000 in health. There is a rocket launcher, which is gonna zap off my Zukas if they become a vicinity of it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head back home and boost my GBE statue, because I got quite a few power powders and I might as well spend it, because, like I said, I need my loot from this. And let's go ahead and jump into Mega Crab stage 13. Wish me luck, you guys. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and drop my troops right over here. Zukas will go in first, and then I will go ahead and shock the shock launcher with the boom cannon there. Zukas and heavies are going to open up the critter box. I'm going to shock the flamethrowers, because of course they're not that great for my heavies. Definitely don't want my heavies to be getting fried so early into the stage 13. So I am continuing to use my shock bombs, but eventually I need to stop using them, because I'm going to start running out of GBE, because they're just so expensive in terms of, shock bombs. Every time you use it, obviously, it becomes more and more costly in terms of GBE. And one thing I need to remember is that rocket launcher, which I almost just forgot about it. So I'm going to go and send a few barrages at it and take it out. So well, I definitely didn't need to click that one more time. I didn't need to do that third barrage on the rocket launcher. That was definite waste of energy, of gunboat energy. I'm gonna go ahead and reflare my troops, and I'm gonna shock the cluster of the flamethrowers and the machine gun there, because it's just not gonna do me any good. It's just gonna chop off my troops, and I need to reflare them one more time once they're done with that flamethrower. And then I am out of everything at this point, you guys. The only thing I had going for me is enough GBE for a critter box. And I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna run out of troops right now, because they're all gonna get zapped up by those cannons, and of course the remaining sniper tower there. So definitely gonna be a 2-stage attack on Crab stage 13, and that is it, you guys. I ran out of Zukas, ran out of heavies, so I'm gonna head back home, retrain, and I'll catch you in a few, because I don't want to spend diamonds. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, you guys, all troops are ready, so let's jump back in and let's do this. Let's bring home the victory from the Mega Crab stage 13. So at this point, I have a ton of GBE. If you remember, I boosted my statue, and what I'm gonna do is, of course, I'm gonna use the barrage to take out the cannons that were just really nasty, and of course, left me hanging there and left me without my troops, when I could have very well had it if those cannons were taken care of prior to the fact. Another thing, of course, I need to take care of is that sniper tower right by the HQ, and of course the other cannon that's hiding very, very sneakily on the corner of the HQ. So let's go ahead and throw a barrage over there, and let's see if it's gonna take. No, it's actually barely reaching the cannon, so I'm gonna use the artillery shot to take out the sniper and the machine gun, and then take care of the cannon in the corner. Now, I don't know that I should worry about that mortar. I think I will be done with the HQ. Wow, look at that. That's a lot of health there. I think I'm going to be done with the HQ way before that cannon is, or that mortar is going to do any damage to my troops. So let's go ahead and flare them up right over here, sort of in a safe direction, in a safe distance from all the mines that are remaining around the HQ. I am probably gonna go and throw, well, maybe critters on those mines so I can clear them up. So let's go ahead and throw critters right there, and they were kind of a little bit late, so a bunch of my heavies already walked into the mine zone, but that's okay because I still got a ton of GBE. I can continue on healing those guys up, and actually I should have taken out that other cannon because it is now zapping up my Zukas, which I totally was an oversight on my end, but that's okay. It only took out like 2 Zukas, I think, because the rest of them were outside of the range of the cannon. So Mega Crab stage 13 is going down, and I may only do like one more stage, you guys, because I think this is going to be a really long video. And I've noticed that actually Nick was talking about it in his video too, that these are kind of really long videos because, you know, this is a brand new event and we want to do it as much as we can. But yeah, I know you guys probably don't want to watch this for like 20 minutes, so I'm going to do one more attack on Mega Crab stage 14. Let's go ahead and grab our loot and see how far I am from getting enough for the upgrade of my next landing craft. I want to get as many of my landing crafts to level 17, hopefully by my birthday, which is exactly in 10 days. Today is January 17th. My birthday is on January 27th. So I want to get as many of my landing crafts to level 17 as possible. That's just my little birthday wish, my birthday goal. So, all right, 1100 diamonds short. Let's go ahead and grab the wood or the rock here and the wood from the operation reward. I go back and forth like a few times because I try to figure out what makes more sense in terms of diamonds, and of course oftentimes I find that I get more wood when I go and raid versus rock. So sometimes even if the OP reward if gives you fewer rock rewards, I will still take that. Anyways, this is just me talking out loud about my resource strategy and you probably don't want to hear it, so let's jump into Mega Crab stage 14, you guys. And looks like we got a few possible points of entry on this stage, and I think I'm gonna go in from the furthest right flank because that gives me the fastest access to the zone of clarity, or the zone that's clear of all of the defense buildings. So let's take out the rocket launcher and the few flamethrowers that are by it, and then that area exactly where the rocket launcher is, basically it's going to be my safe zone where I'm going to flare my troops once they have taken care of the cluster, or the circle of death, basically, of all of the machine guns and one cannon that is just, you know, standing there all by itself, also sad and also lonely. So let's take it out first, and then I'm gonna flare my troops to the area that I was telling you about, the rocket launcher and the flamethrower area. So let's go ahead and do the flaring now, and I need to take care of the sniper tower because of course it's reaching to my troops really fast, and of course now I am starting to run out of GBE. So let's do another reflaring, and I am going to hit up the cluster of mortars and a flamethrower and cannon with a shock bomb, and then I will heal up my boys because they're getting fried up by flamethrowers, and I will I think I may actually not be able to finish this one in one stage too. This may have to be another two-part attack on the Mega Crab stage 14. So let's keep on watching my Zukas as they're making their way to the HQ. And oh god, that machine gun there is just like blastering my Zukas, and I need to regroup them. I have 1 heavy left. No, I have 0 heavies left now. And I am within the range of the deadly sniper tower. And of course, I didn't take care of the shield generator that was on the other side of the HQ. So I think I am going to definitely have to go back, retrain, and come back, because my 1 Zuka or 2 Zukas that I have remaining are not gonna take out Mega Crab Stage 4. But looks like actually both the Zukas that are left are currently outside of the range of all of the defenses. So let's see how long it's going to take for them to survive. Well, no, even if, no, literally, even if they're gonna, I'm just gonna run out of time. I'm crazy. There is no way that these 2 Zukas in a minute and 20 some seconds can bring down the shield generator and a full health of the Mega Crab. So I'm probably gonna fast forward this once I'm done recording, because I don't want to have you guys stare at this for a minute. So yeah. And of course, you guys, just like I was telling you, sometimes I jump into an attack and I am so eager that I forget to press the record button, and that's what I just did. So basically, here is the replay of me finishing off Dr. Terror's Mega Crab Creation Stage 14. So let's go ahead and fast forward it. What I did is I took care of the sniper tower right by the HQ. I opened up those critter boxes so that they run wild and run free on the base, and they ultimately helped me to bring down the shield generators. And just like that, all of the defenses fell and Mega Crab Stage 14 was over. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna jump in and do another push in just a few hours, and I'm gonna post it for you. I'm sorry that this was such a long video. I know that, you know, this is way more than you probably want to see in one sit down. So I'll try to make it short and sweet next time. And thanks so much for watching once again. Thank you to all of you people that have stuck around all this point until this point in the video. And thank you to all of the new subs from Nick at Night's channel. I love you guys. Until then, Dangerous Thing is out.